ACCE is proud to present its 16th Lifetime Achievement Award, sponsored by RBC this evening.
Now we would like to invite Ms. Rebecca Pong, Vice President, Commercial Financial Services, RBC Royal Bank, to the stage.
Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of everyone at RBC, I would like to congratulate all the nominees and winners of the 2022 ACCE Chinese Canadian Entrepreneur Awards. These awards are among the most prestigious and recognized entrepreneurial awards in the country. And as a company with very deep personal and business ties with the Chinese Canadian community over the last 150 years, as well as serving over 800,000 entrepreneurs across the country, RBC is honored to be part of it once again. Tonight, I have the privilege to present the 2022 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award, which over the years have recognized many of the nation's most influential political, business, and community leaders. The recipients of this year's ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award is Ms. Brigitte Shim, founding partner of the Shim-Sutcliffe Architects. Brigitte is an outstanding architect. She's also an educator, currently a professor at the John H. Daniels Faculty of Architecture, Landscape, and Design at the University of Toronto. She's also an unwavering design advocate who serves on many of the international, national, and local design juries. Brigitte, you have made such a fundamental contribution to the Canadian architecture culture and truly deserving a Lifetime Achievement Award. Please join me in congratulating Brigitte Shim, the recipient of the 2022 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award.
Congratulations, Ms. Brigitte Shim, co-founder of Shim-Sutcliffe Architects. We're now going to watch the video.
That one of the important things when you immigrate from another country to a new place is you need to really think about what the definition of community is. And I would say I really have a lot of respect for my parents who really embraced Canadian life.
Brigitte Shim is an architect, an educator, and an unwavering advocate for design excellence. Brigitte Shim and A. Howard Sutcliffe are founding partners of Shim-Sutcliffe Architects, one of Canada's most innovative architectural practices, with an international reputation for masterful designs, bringing together the elements of landscape, interiors, lighting, and hardware. Universally respected by architects, academics, and students, as well as the general public, their work continually opens people's eyes to the beauty of architecture and how it resonates with nature. Their designs and structures explore the potential of natural light and its connection to the spiritual. Brigitte hails from Jamaica and immigrated to Toronto, Canada in 1965 with her parents. She later attended University of Waterloo's School of Architecture.
About 2 years after my parents immigrated from Jamaica to Toronto, we actually went as a family to visit Expo 67. Huge World's Fair situated in Montreal, and it was just a marvel. And I feel like for me, it opened my eyes to what the world was and what the possibilities are. And the fact that a country like Canada could host such a remarkable world event, and then also the role of architecture was everywhere. And it was this kind of incredible celebration of society and architecture at the same time. So for me, it was such an inspiration.
Shim is also a professor at the John H. Daniels Faculty of Architecture, Landscape, and Design at the University of Toronto. and is committed to educating the next generation of architects. As an educator, her design studios always challenge her students to address issues that are shaping the future of our cities and our environment. For several decades, Brigitte Shim has generously given her time and energy to serving on many local, national, and international design juries, always advocating for design excellence. She is on the advisory board for BEAT in Toronto, where she advocates for diversity and equity in the profession of architecture.
It's also really poignant for me that many of my former students are now colleagues and friends and collaborators. So again, you're connected to such a broad network of people through your skills as an architect, but also by being members of so many different kinds of communities. And that, for us, is so rewarding and so special on a daily basis.
She also serves on the master jury and subsequent steering committees for the Aga Khan Award for Architecture, a program celebrating outstanding global architecture. To date, Shim-Sutcliffe have received 16 Governor General's Medals for Architecture from the Royal Architectural Institute of Canada and an American Institute of Architects National Honor Award. In January 2013, Brigitte was awarded the Order of Canada, along with her partner Howard Sutcliffe, for their contributions as architects designing sophisticated structures that represent the best of Canadian design to the world. In 2021, Brigitte and Howard were both awarded the Royal Architectural Institute of Canada's Gold Medal, their highest honor. Phyllis Lambert, founding director emeritus at the Canadian Centre for Architecture, stated, "The poetic quality and independence of their design work, their thoughtful and holistic consideration of site, materiality, typologies, the senses, and their inventiveness have made Shim and Sutcliffe exemplars of architectural practice in Canada and stand as strong exponents of Canadian values. For being an exemplary architect who has produced a significant body of work, in collaboration with partner Howard, a successful and caring mentor and teacher committed to educating the next generation of architects, the Association of Chinese Canadian Entrepreneurs would like to honor Brigitte Shim with the 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations!
Congratulations, Ms. Brigitte Shim. Please come to the stage to receive the ACC Lifetime Achievement Award presented by RBC.
Thank you, Rebecca.
So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, friends, and guests, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of tonight's award recipients, and also to thank the Association of Chinese Canadian Entrepreneurs and their amazing sponsor, RBC, for this really important honor. I just also think it's really great that the ACCE has sponsors that have actually been with them for so many years, and I just feel it's such a testament to the long and special relationships that they are building. So receiving this ACC Lifetime Achievement Award is so humbling and simultaneously quite daunting, especially if you're still honing your craft and have no intention of retiring anytime soon. So I want to begin by expressing my thanks and gratitude to so many. First, to my Hakka Chinese parents, Aston and Shirley Shim, and my siblings Ian and Carolyn for their unwavering support and encouragement over many years. I also want to thank the members of the Kong and Shim family for being here tonight. My Aunt Sylvia, my cousin Jeanette Kong, a gifted documentary filmmaker. I also want to thank, with gratitude, my partner in life and work, Howard Sutcliffe. We have been collaborators since we were students at architecture school, and together we have shaped a collective position about the importance of architecture to everyday life. We also have two amazing sons, Sam and Simon, who have demonstrated enormous patience while their parents have been engaged in the complex act of building buildings. Howard and I also have to thank the remarkable clients that we have worked with over so many years, who have all taken an enormous leap of faith to collaborate with us on realizing what are really quite unconventional buildings. Tonight, Andrew Hung, who represents the Wang Dai Sin Taoist Temple in Markham, has joined us for this event, and we are really grateful that he is here. As they said in the video, I've actually been a teacher and educator since 1966. And what is so special is that when you see your students that you have taught in architecture school go on to shape their own firms and build the buildings of the future. So tonight, Karen Mack, Dimitri Perklita, Anna Kao, Donald Chong are all here tonight, and they're amongst a group of former students who I believe will be the leaders of the next generation and will make a difference in years to come in terms of our built form. The history of this award, the ACC Lifetime Achievement Award in particular, is really meaningful and rich to me because there's so many woven threads that are overlapping. In 2010, Bing Tom, a Vancouver architect, received your 5th ACC award. When I was an architecture student working in the office of Arthur Erickson in Vancouver, I arrived in 1980. The office was bursting at the seams, and it was hard to even find a drafting board for me to work at. Yes, we actually drafted, and it was a pre-computer era. And I was placed next to a guy named Bing Tom, who was about to leave Arthur Erickson's firm to form his own practice. My overlap with Bing Tom was so inspiring to me as an architecture student, and I have been an admirer of Bing's work and his approach to architecture and life since our initial encounter in Vancouver in the early 80s. In 2011, the 6th recipient of the ACCE Awards was former Governor General Adrienne Clarkson, who has been a remarkable mentor and a really important source of inspiration to me, but also to so many Canadians around the world, people in Canada and around the world. In 2003, Howard and I and Arthur Erickson were all invited by Governor General Adrienne Clarkson to join a circumpolar visit to Finland and Iceland as part of the architecture delegation. Many of you probably don't know that Adrienne Clarkson has a deep and long-standing love of architecture. I would call her an architecture junkie, and she gains so much pleasure from looking at buildings. So to spend time with her and Arthur on this circumpolar trip was really very special. In 2012, the 7th recipient of the ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award was Raymond Chang. And Ray and his partner, Donette Shinloy, are giants in the Canadian, Jamaican, Hakka community and across the country. In Ray Chang's own words, he described himself as Jamaican by birth, Chinese by heritage, and Canadian by choice. And in a way, Ray and Donette were friends of my parents, and together they both exemplify what an enormous difference you can make when you continually give back to your community. As the recipient of this 2022 award, I have to admit to all of you that I am probably not a business entrepreneur. Howard and I probably think of ourselves as cultural entrepreneurs who are always engaged in risking, exploring and experimenting with ideas about built form and landscape that reflect the best of Canadian values and the best of Canadian design to the world. It's such an honor to receive this award, and in a way I want to dedicate it to my parents, Aston and Shirley Shim, who were both amazing and fearless newcomers to Canada. They never looked backward, and they only looked forward. They took up curling and bowling and camping with gusto, and they really became a part of each and every community that they were in. Each summer, our family visited Canada's national parks from coast to coast, which gave us such a tactile understanding of the vastness of their new home, Canada. We actually understood its majesty, its natural beauty, and it was such a lasting and special gift from my Chinese-Canadian parents. Their sacrifices, their courage, and their enormous optimism created the conditions for their children to prosper and thrive in Canada. I would like to thank the ACCE for this truly meaningful award, and I would like to dedicate it to my parents, Aston and Shirley, with my love and affection. Thank you so much.